Alright, on the bench, got another Cobra 148 GTL. And this one is... what's this one? This one is Taiwanese made. And this belongs to Dylan down in Tennessee. Actually, I think this belongs to his friend. He sent me two radios, two 148s. And after talking to him, I think he said, almost positive, he said this one was his friend's. This one's really messed up. Let me go through the list here. Radio 1 has variable AM power on the SWR Cal control. However, the load carrier is 4 watts, and it goes up to over 10 watts. Previously, it would key 1 to 5 watts. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, it is keying high. Kind of defeats the purpose of a variable. But on SSB, the radio has very bad TX audio and shows strong noise signal on receive. I'm not sure if these issues are related to one another or are two separate issues. Clarifier circuit appears to have been heavily tampered with. Please put back to stock, locked. Additional, the radio has extra channels on the bright dim switch. These channels and the variable power can stay. Also change the channel display. No, there's the variable can't stay, and the channel mod, whatever was done, doesn't work. I don't know what happened. It's off like 10 kilohertz. Let's see here. All right, we're on 19. I'm sorry, one sideband. Yeah. All right, let me put that. And nothing's changed. Clarifier is locked. I don't know what's going on here with this radio, to be honest. It has some sort of mod done to it, an SRC mod pack. I have no idea what that is. I don't know why people mess with good radios. This thing doesn't need whatever that is. I don't even know what it is, but I know the radio doesn't need it. So I'm assuming it's some sort of modulation pack. And when you look here, two of the poly caps have been changed. There's a weight capacitor there, electrolytic. What else did I notice here on this side? Let me get a little light. There's a cap missing. Yeah, there's definitely, I just noticed that. What is that? C232, right in there. I know you really can't see it, but it's missing a cap. There's a cap soldered on the back side. I don't know what that's for. That doesn't belong there. I think a lot of times you get people trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm not talking about the customer here. I'm just talking about certain places that you bring your radios to, trying to reinvent the wheel when the wheel doesn't need to be reinvented. But I don't know. Maybe these mods worked fine. Maybe somebody else had gone to the radio, messed around with it. I don't know. And it is what it is. But I had told the customer, if you want me to fix this, it's going to have to be returned back to stock. And that's the way to, you leave a Cobra 148 alone. They're good radios right out of the box. You don't need to do much to them. Definitely don't need to do what's been done to this. But, yeah, I don't know. That's the channel mod there, but I have no idea what that's supposed to be. I believe that's for the SWR. But this is what it's doing. So, you turn the volume up. This is on AM. I mean, it's pretty normal. A lot of noise, I think, but it's not something you really notice, but you put it a sideband. Just a warning, it gets annoying. So hold on to your ears here. You got a tea kettle. Upper sideband seems to be even worse. But this AM, he had stated he doesn't know if they're related or not, but I think they kind of are. Again, this is going to be annoying, but just kind of bear with me here. So I'm going to move the variable. Watch the tone change on that that high-pitched tea kettle sound. Alright, sorry about that, but it's definitely related. Somehow, some way, I don't know how an AM variable is affecting sideband audio. I have no idea. But it is. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is just going through these caps and changing these caps back out to what they're... I got to look at the values on those, see exactly what they are. Some of these weird caps I'm going to change. I'm going to put the cap back. The missing cap that's there, I got to look up that value. I forget what it is off the top of my head, but I don't know. I don't know if that's supposed to be a part of the mod pack. Is not putting that, what is that, 230C232 back in, but I'm putting it back in. And I'm going to take that cap out as well. So see if that helps with the noise at all. All right, stand by. All right, well, I started undoing some of these so-called mods, and I got it quieted down a bit when I took that cap off there, but still. So I noticed this area here looked like it had been reflowed considerably. So when I put my finger on that same high-pitched whistle, so something's going on in this area here. I don't know if it's a part of a mod or whatever, but I got to look closely on the other side, on the component side, and see if anything had been changed out. But yeah, that is definitely an issue. Alright, stand by. I'll update as soon as I find something. Alright, so removed a lot of these components that were incorrect, and I came across the voice lock, or the Clarifier potentiometer here on the front, and as the customer had stated, the Clarifier never really worked right. So I don't know if you can really tell on camera here, but it's kind of off a little bit. It's up higher than the rest of the front controls, and that's because the hole where the shaft goes through has been drilled out about maybe 3 sizes bigger, and that was probably to put in like one of those like 10-turn clarifiers, something like that, I'm assuming. So what's happening is, when you look at the back side here, well, it's dark. The wiper on the potentiometer is actually touching the metal part of the switch below it. You can see the center there, the red wire. It's just touching that switch, so it's actually grounding out essentially on the what is that? I think that's the bright dim switch. Yeah, so it's actually hitting the top of this switch there. So that's probably one of the reasons why this clarifier never worked right. So I'll have to get that centered a little bit better. Actually, maybe you can kind of tell it's a little bit higher than the line of other switches, other potentiometers. So I'll have to recenter that, put a washer there, and recenter that a little bit better, and that should fix the clarifier being a little wonky. So, and who knows, that could also be one of the causes of that weird interference that's happening. So anyway, yeah, just wanted to kind of document that, because sometimes things will drive you crazy and you're wondering why, because something's not working right. But when I looked at all the wires, I mean, you had this crazy, ridiculously long wire. I don't know why this wasn't cut down to size, but whatever. But everything is wired the way it's supposed to be, and all the components are in, resistors and diodes. So everything was returned back to original, but not working right because of that wiper was grounding out on that. So, all right, I'm just about done removing everything that shouldn't be there, well, or is the incorrect value. I removed a bunch of caps. Excuse me. Yeah, I removed that channel mod. I think that was a 10 kc jump. So it's getting back on frequency. So all right, let me continue on here, and hopefully we can get this radio working properly. Stand by. It's actually way bigger. It's probably like a I want to say like a 3/8 inch hole there. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but I think a washer, I'll try to center it as best I can, and I think putting a washer there is definitely going to help keep this centered rather than just a nut. So yeah, there we go. So hopefully this clarifier will be fixed. All right, so I had to actually file out the bottom side of that hole because it was drilled so far off center. So now you can kind of see everything is in line. But more importantly, the wiper is no longer touching the bottom switch there. So this clarifier should be working properly now. Yeah, so it's those little things like that, it'll drive you crazy. You're looking for, some sort of fault or whatever, and when you're looking at it, you're like, wow, everything is, where it's supposed to be. All the wires are in place, resistors, diodes, and you still can't figure out why the clarifier isn't working. It's things like that that'll drive you crazy. So, yeah, anyway, all I need is just a little bit of finesse. A washer and a properly aligned hole. So, all right, let me get at this. All right, well, it's done. I got everything pretty much fixed. Was not easy at all. This radio had some serious issues, but it is fixed, finally. It took me a while to track down what was causing that high-pitched whistling sound, but also the high noise floor on sideband. So you can see, this is actually on AM, but on sideband you can see that the noise floor is back down to almost nothing, and that's what's really important here, was getting that fixed, because that's what the customer had stated. But lower sideband, AM, and that's upper sideband, all nice and quiet now. So we're off channel. I'm one channel off on the frequency counter there to kind of just demonstrate the white noise. Tea kettle sound is pretty much gone. I was on upper sideband, That's AM. Before, you couldn't even turn it up more than like a quarter. That's lower sideband. So we have a nice quiet receive now. You know, if you go cranking this up all the way, you turn this up all the way, of course you're going to get some distortion coming out of the speaker. But that noise floor is gone, and that high-pitched whistle is gone. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way this one came out as far as fixing what the customer wanted fixed. Yeah, that noise floor, it was up to like an S3. If I remember correctly. Yeah, it was pretty much about midway, the indicator there. So yeah, I'd say it was right around like an S3 on the meter for noise. You know, that was the noise floor on this radio on sideband. So it was pretty horrible. I mean, here's all the stuff I took out of it. So this was an original cap that was forgotten. It happens. I'm not gonna sit here and complain about someone else's missing a cap. Me personally, I go over the radio 2-3 times, just in case, because it does happen. You do miss a cap, but that's why you're supposed to go back and and check. These other caps were all wrong values, especially in the audio area. Yeah, he had a couple of these blue caps were changed out. I don't know why they were changed out, but they were. Yeah, so these were all the wrong value. The 3 blue ones were the wrong value. The those two regular ceramic. These are high voltage caps. Again, is it wrong to use them? No, but kind of an overkill. But anyway, they were the wrong value. You had these caps that were in there as well. Just a hodgepodge of capacitors, incorrect values. That's the channel display you wanted changed out. And this was the remainder of the channel mod or the 10kc jump, whatever that was supposed to be. That's along with that resistor right there. So channel display is in. I gotta say, I do like this one better. It's a little bit more vibrant than the stock, than the factory one. So bright dim now works again, and the high low, the tone works. Let me hopefully you can hear that through the white noise. But let me get this back on channel here. We are on, let me put this to lower sideband. Alright, got an S9. Oh, and this thing was way off frequency. Man, was it way off. So that was probably half the issue too, was the fact that this thing was off frequency. And also the Clarifier, I was having issues again with the Clarifier. But anyway, let me, you can hear this first. There you go, S9. Go back to AM. Alright, S9. So what was going on here with the Clarifier was not only was it, touching the switch below, but also this white wire that's here. I still have to zip tie this all back up, but there was no 8 volts on receive only going to the Clarifier circuit. So this white wire here was missing. So that's why the Clarifier wasn't working at all. So I don't know. I don't know if somebody had tried to put the clarifier back to its factory, back to factory, and just forgot to put that white wire in. I don't know, but the clarifier was definitely messed up on this, wicked bad. So yeah, I noticed when I put everything back on, I'm like, why is this clarifier still not working? I'd had it on the frequency counter, and you know, it just wasn't moving. I thought I had a bad potentiometer, but then once I put the meter on, I noticed there was no 8 volts going to the pot. So sure enough, yeah, the white wire that goes, yeah, this white wire, yeah. So it's now supplying 8 volts on RX only. That's what keeps the clarifier locked. So yeah, everything is now working as it should. Transmit's working well. Everything is working right now. So leave this thing alone. That's all I'm gonna say. Just leave it alone. It's a good working radio as is. So yeah, that's really about it. So what I'm gonna do is I'll get this all zip tied back, and then we'll do we'll put it on the antenna. Actually, I guess we could do our normal tests. Yeah, we can actually see how it looks like on the scope, because that was a little bit off as well, especially on sideband. Sideband power was a little low, so I went through. I aligned the whole radio. I went right through the synthesizer alignment, receive alignment, and transmit alignment. The whole radio's been aligned, so everything is working right now. Some of these. Which one was it? L47 was pretty much all of the along the TX chain. They were all pretty much not peaked. But yeah, let me get this on the scope. Actually, you can see it's back on. It's back on frequency. Hopefully it'll just go right in. All right, let me get this on the watt meter here and on the dummy load. Stand by. All right, we're on channel 19. All right. Split the difference between that and the bird. So you got like a 4.5 watt carrier. Audio. All right. And yeah, I think that's yeah, this thing was way off on all modes. Lower sideband, upper sideband, AM. Sam. Sorry about the tones. I know it's annoying. Alright, let's go to lower sideband. Alright. Nice waveform. Right around 18. Nice clean watts. Alright. So, yeah, that's we got a good transmitting radio, good receiving radio. So let's see how this thing actually sounds let's see if we can get some skip coming in and have like a real world test here on the receive audio. In fact, what I'll do is I'll get this whole thing back together, get it off the external speaker, and yeah, just do an on-air test, see how this thing sounds. We can actually also do monitor radio, get that turned on, and yeah, alright, stand by. Alright, we're on channel 20 here. I got a lot of skip coming in, so try to talk over these people. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio, audio, audio. Checking out the audio on this Cobra 148 GTL Taiwanese made. I think it's sounding pretty damn good. Yeah, we saved another radio from the scrap heap here by undoing these mods that are, my opinion, unnecessary. So, alright, radio sounding good. We got a good modulating radio here. These Cobra 148 GTLs don't need much. They really don't. Alright, let's check out the receive on this radio here.
Does that make you less of a man or more of a man's man? I mean, it's just the way it works. That's why you have to go get a license and stop on this place. Central Texas, I appreciate it. 17. That's just an AM or a sideband operator. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Sideband. They do. It just rides over. Yeah, it sounds like it. The SLTX Dave 295, that American Kangaroo, keep on jumping in 1409. Be listen to it. Southeast Texas Portable. We'll be on the sidelines and stand by. I can't ship it now. You'll have to come and get it if you want it. Radio check. Well, I'm sure he heard you. He just might be taking a bite of his cheeseburger. Who knows? Yeah, it's right here on my end. I'm really picking up there.
320 Boston, Massachusetts, waving. 320 Boston, Mass. Anybody got a copy on 320 Boston?
Like I get those kind of crowds out here on the radio too. Sounds like a scam number. Rhode Island, I do got a copy of it. I know you were taking Radio Canada 1031 or 1031. Operate from Melanie, Alberta. Right back to you.
Let's try AM.
Right, channel 2, I need a radio check. Come on back. You hear me? No. Daniel. Did you hear me? Break up, break up, break up, break up, break up, break up. You can just get a feel in the morning when you go in there. Where's you get the Carolina?
Damn, that guy's bleeding over 3 channels. Alright, let's go back to lower sideband.
Okay, yeah. I know a lot of them do enjoy it. Yeah, and my buddies, they wanted me to get my license, and these beautiful big radios and all that stuff, and all kinds of wise shit, but, you know, I'm just an old CB hack channel, 40 channel CB hack from birth, you know. My family was it, all my brothers, my daddy, you know. And I'll listen to some of that stuff once in a while, but I never had a desire to talk, so oh, Roger on that. Yeah, I wish it would rain here. It hasn't rained in, 32 days now. But tomorrow we're supposed to get rain, so we're real thankful. Over. Jump in on somebody's conversation. That's what I'm trying to get across.
We got a nice quiet radio now. No doubt about it.
Yeah, we don't want to send anybody where it's being too loud.
We got pieces down back to it. Alabama standing by. 45, which row is 4545? Dickinson. Oh, man. 762, Texas, stand above.
And it's kind of creating a bit of noise out here on the West Coast, so it's going to take a loud and proud station to get up above 5 units. 251 standing by for the loudest and the proudest.
762, Texas, stand above.
Oh, 762, you're getting on the top of the door. On the West Coast.
Tony, I forgot, what rig are you running there?
Alright guys, I'm going to end it here. Well, we definitely have a good Cobra 148 GTL now. Yeah, this one is back in service. So, alright Dylan, down in Tennessee. I forget if this is your friends or yours, but either way, one of you guys has a good radio again. So, alright, thanks for watching.